Good morning all of you. Welcome to my YouTube channel Manu Search Institute. Today I am going to start part 3rd of exercise 4.3. Before this I taught you part 1 and part 2. You can click to the I button to see those previous videos. Today we will discuss question number 7. Okay. In question number 7 it is given the difference of squares of two numbers is 180. The square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger number. Find the numbers. Okay. So we have to take two numbers whose difference of squares of two numbers is 180. It is given. Okay, so we will take, let the larger and smaller numbers be x and y. Okay, larger number is x, smaller number is y. We will take according to the first statement of the question. According to the first statement, difference of squares of two numbers is means equals to 180. Difference of squares of two numbers is 180. Difference means minus x minus y is 180, and squares, that is x square minus y square equals to 180. Difference of squares of two numbers is 180 means x square minus y square, both the numbers square we will take, and the difference means minus, is 180. This is equation 1 we will take. According to second statement, the square of smaller number is 8 times the larger number. Okay, square of smaller number means what we have taken, smaller number is y square is 8 times the larger number. Okay, we have taken smaller number as y, so y square equals to 8 times the larger number is x according to us which we have taken. So now we will substitute the value of y square in equation 1. We will get, by putting the value of y square in equation 1, we have, just substitute the value of y square in equation 1. I am writing equation 1 once again. X square minus y square equals to 180. In place of y square we will write minus 8x. In place of y square I am writing 8x equals to 180. Bring 180 this side. X square minus 8x minus 180 equals to 0. Okay, now we will split the middle term. So 8x can be written as x square as it is minus 18x plus 10x minus 180 equals to 0. Why? 18 tens are 180 and 18 minus 10 is 8. Okay, minus sign for the bigger number. Now take out x common, x minus 18 plus take out 10 common, x minus 18 we will get. Okay, the two values are x minus 18 and x plus 10 equals to 0. This is our answer, because when we will take x minus 18 equals to 0, bring 18 this side, x equals to 18 we will get. This is the positive value. Don't take the negative value. So 18 is the correct answer. This is the larger number. Larger number is 18. Smaller number is, what is the relation of smaller number? Y square equals to 8x. Okay, so y square equals to 8 into 18. Y equals to root over of 18. 8 is how much? 144. Square root of 144 is 12. So this is the value of smaller number. Larger number we got 18, smaller number we got 12. So in this way you can easily able to calculate the value. Okay, next question. Now question number 8. In question number 8 it is given a train travels 360 km at a uniform speed. If the speed had been 5 km more, it would have taken 1 hour less for the same journey. Okay, same journey means the train is traveling 360 km in both the situation. Okay, so we have to find out its speed. So we have to find out the speed of the train. We will take, let the speed of the train be x kilometer per hour. Okay, let the speed of the train we will take x kilometer per hour. Okay, so time taken to travel 360 km for the first situation will be how much? Time taken to travel 360 km is t1 we will take. Okay, t1 is the first situational time, is distance by speed. Okay, distance by speed we will get. How distance by speed? What is the formula? Speed equals to distance by time, we know, is not it? Speed equals to distance by time. If I will interchange, I will write time here, speed here, so the new formula will be time equals to distance by speed I will get. Getting? Time equals to distance by speed I will get. So what we are finding out here in the first situation, it is we are finding out time taken to travel 360 km. To travel 360 km, how much time the train will take is t1 time it will take, that is distance by speed. Distance is 360 km, it is traveling in x speed. Okay, so the first time taken is t1. Now according to question, the second time taken will be if the train is 5 km per hour more, that means speed is increased. Okay, according to question, if the speed is increased by 5 km per hour, then the new speed will be how much? The earlier speed was x kilometer, now the new speed will be x plus 5 km, because in the previous situation it was traveling with x km per hour. Now the speed is increased by 5 km per hour, so x plus 5 km. Like suppose the train is traveling in the first situation by 20 km per hour, in the second situation it will travel by 25 km per hour, because 20 plus 5 is 25 km per hour. Okay, in the second situation it will take 1 hour less. The time to travel 360 km will be 1 hour less. So first of all we will find out how much time it will take to travel in the second situation. Okay, so time taken to travel 360, same distance, 360 km is t2. What is the distance? 360 it is traveling. What is the new speed? New speed is x plus 5 km per hour. Okay, so in the second situation the time taken to travel same 360 km distance will be distance by speed, that is distance is 360 it is traveling, but the new speed of the train is x plus 5 km per hour. Okay, now we will arrange both the times according to the question. In the second situation the time taken will be 1 hour less than the first situation. Okay, in the second situation the time taken for the second situation is t2. T2 will be 1 hour less than t1. Suppose in the first case it is taking 3 hours, in the second case it will take 2 hours. Okay, if in the first case it is taking 5 hours to travel 360 km, in the second case it will take 4 hours, that is 5 minus 1. Why? Because 5 km per hour speed is increased in the second situation. Okay, so according to that t2 equals to t1 minus 1. Okay, what is t2? T2 is 360 by x plus 5. What is t1? T1 is 360 divided by x minus 1. Okay, now bring 1 this side, you will get 360 by x plus 5 plus 1 equals to 360 by x. We will get 1 equals to 360 by x minus 360 by x plus 5. This term I brought towards RHS. Okay, now take out 360 common from here, so we will get 1 by x, because 360 into 1 is 360 by x, minus 1 by x plus 5. This much we will get by taking out 360 outside. Okay, now cross multiply, you will get 1 equals to 360 x plus 5 here minus x this side divided by x into x plus 5. Okay, cancel x and x, we will get 1 equals to 360 into 5 by x square plus 5x open the bracket and multiply this one inside. Okay, x square plus 5x. Now multiply 360 here. Get 1 equals to 5 0 is 0, 5 6 is 30, 3 carry 5 3 is 15, 3 18, 1800 by x square plus 5x. Multiply this term here, you will get a quadratic equation, that is x square plus 5x equals to 1800. Okay, bring 1800 this side. X square plus 5x minus 1800 equals to 0. Now split the middle term. We will get x square plus 45x minus 40x minus 1800 equals to 0. 45 minus 40 is 5 and 45 into 40 is 1800. Okay, take out x common, x plus 45 we will get, minus take out 40 common, x plus 45 we will get. Okay, equals to 0. Now between these two write 1 and write these two together. X minus 40 equals to 0. So this will be our answer, because negative speeds we are never taking. So x minus 40 equals to 0, that is x equals to 40 km per hour. Okay, so the speed of the train is 40 km per hour. With this speed the train is traveling to cover the distance of 360 km. Okay, so by relating the time from both the situation, you can easily able to find the answer. Okay, next question. Now question number 9. In question number 9 it is given 2 water taps together can fill a tank in 9/3/8 hours. The tap of the larger diameter takes 10 hours less than the smaller one to fill the tank separately. Find the time in which each tap can separately fill the tank. Okay, so there is a water tank which is filled by the larger diameter and the smaller diameter 2 pipes. Okay, and the larger pipe takes 10 hours less than the smaller pipe. Whatever the smaller pipe will take the time to fill the tank, larger tank will take 10 hours less than that. Okay, both the taps together can fill the tank in 9/3/8 hours. Getting? So we have to find out the time taken by each tap separately. Okay, so first of all, total time taken by the pipes together is 9/3/8 hours. That is 8 9 is 72, 72 plus 3 is 75/8 hours. That means both the pipe are taking 75/8 hours to fill the tank. Now let the time taken by smaller pipe be x hours. Okay, we will suppose we will take smaller pipe takes x hour to fill the tank. Okay, so portion of tank filled in 1 hour will be how much? Portion of the tank filled in 1 hour will be 1 by x. Okay, 1 by x portion will be filled by the smaller pipe in 1 hour. Similarly, in 75/8 hours, the smaller pipe will fill the tank equals to 1 by x into 75/8. Okay, because in 1 hour it is filling 1 by x portion, so in 75/8 hours it will fill 75/8 into 1 by x, that is 75/8x portion. Okay, this much portion the smaller pipe will fill in 75/8 hours. Similarly, the larger pipe takes time to fill the tank is x minus 10 hours. Okay, the larger pipe takes time to fill the tank is x minus 10 hours. Okay, how x minus 10 hours? Because the larger pipe takes 10 hours less than the smaller pipe. So smaller pipe is taking x hour. Similarly, larger pipe will take x minus 10 hours because 10 hours less than the smaller pipe. Okay, now portion of tank filled by larger pipe will be, larger pipe in 1 hour will be 1 by x minus 10. Okay, portion of the tank filled by larger pipe in 1 hour will be 1 by x minus 10. Okay, so in 75 by 8 hours, the larger pipe will fill, the larger pipe will fill the tank is 1 by x minus 10 into 75 by 8. Okay, if in 1 hour it is filling 1 by x minus 10 portion, then in 75 by 8 hours it will fill 75 by 8 into 1 minus x 1 by x minus 10 portion. Okay, so multiply this, 75 by 8 into x minus 10 portion it will fill. Okay, this much portion of the tank will be filled by the larger pipe in 75 by 8 hours. Now according to question, tank filled by smaller pipe plus larger pipe equals to 1. Okay, tank filled by smaller pipe and larger pipe is 1. That means only one tank is filled by both the pipes. So both the pipes portion will be how much? One pipe, smaller pipe's portion is 75 by 8x plus larger pipe, how much it is filling? It is filling 75 by 8 into x minus 10 equals to 1. Both the pipe together they are filling one tank. How much portion it is filling? Smaller pipe is filling 75 by 8x portion in 75 by 8 hours, and the larger pipe is filling 75 by 8 into x minus 10 portion in 75 by 8 hours. So together they are filling only one tank, that is this portion plus this portion. When we will add, we will get the whole tanks filled by both the pipes. Okay, so we have to add both the portions and we have to take 1 here because only one tank is filled by both the smaller and larger pipe. Now take out 75 by 8 common, we will get 1 by x plus 1 by x minus 10 equals to 1. Cross multiply 75 by 8, x minus 10 plus x by x into x minus 10 equals to 1. 75 by 8, x plus x is 2x minus 10 by x square minus 10x equals to 1. Take out 2 common, 75 by 8, 2 common, x minus 5 by x square minus 10x equals to 1. Can we cancel 2 and 8 because this is in multiplication? Okay, so we will get 75 by 4 here, x minus 5 by x square minus 10x. Okay, now multiply 75 into x minus 5 by 4 into x square minus 10x equals to 1. Shift this whole term this side. So you will get 75x minus 75 into 5 is 5 is 25, 5 2 carry, 7 5 is 35 to 37 equals to 4x square minus 40x. Okay, 4x square minus 40x. Take both the terms this side. Now bring everything this side. We will get 4x square minus 40x minus 75x plus 375 equals to 0. Okay, now 4x square, add this, we will get 115x plus 375 equals to 0. Okay, now we have to split the middle term. The middle terms will be 4x square minus 100x minus 15x plus 375 equals to 0. Between these two take out 4 common, 4x common, x minus 25 we will get. Between these two take out 15 common, x minus 25 we will get. Okay, so the terms are x minus 25 equals to 0 and 4x minus 15 equals to 0. That means x equals to 25 we will get and x equals to 15 by 4 we will get. That is when we will divide, we will get 3.75. So the time taken by the smaller pipe is x, that is 25 hours. Okay, time taken by the smaller pipe is x equals to 25 hours. Similarly, the time taken by the larger pipe will be x minus 10, that is 25 minus 10 hours. Okay, 25 minus 10 hours, that is 15 hours. Okay, so in this way you can easily able to calculate the values of the smaller pipe and the larger pipe when we are comparing them between the hours of 1 hour and how much portion it is filling the tank. Okay, next question. Now question number 10. In question number 10 it is given an express train takes 1 hour less than a passenger train to travel 132 km between Mysore and Bangalore. If the average speed of the express train is 11 km per hour more than the passenger train, find the average speed of the two trains. Okay, so here it is given both the trains are traveling 132 km, but the express train is taking 1 hour less than that of the passenger train. Okay, and the speed of express train is 11 km per hour more than the passenger train. That means this is going slower. Okay, so we will take, let the average speed of passenger train be x km per hour. Okay, x km per hour. So the average speed of express train will be x plus 11 km per hour. Okay, why? Because it is going 11 km per hour more than passenger train. So express train will be x plus 11 km per hour more. Okay, now time taken to travel 132 km by passenger train will be what is the formula I have said? Suppose we will take T1 time taken by the passenger train, then time equals to distance by speed. Okay, this is the time taken by the passenger train, that is distance by speed is the formula. Okay, similarly time taken by express train to travel 132 km is T2 we will take. T1 is for passenger train, T2 for express train. What is the distance? Distance is 132, same for both the trains. What is the speed of express train? Express train goes by x plus 11 km per hour extra. Okay, so time taken by express train is 132 by x plus 11 and time taken by passenger train is T1 equals to 132 by x. Now according to the question, okay, what it is given in the question, it is given that express train takes 1 hour less than that of passenger train. Okay, express train is taking 1 hour less than the passenger train to travel between Mysore and Bangalore. So what is the time taken by express train? Express train takes T2 time and passenger train takes T1 time. Okay. Express train takes T2 time to travel 132 km and passenger train takes T1 time to travel 132 km, but express train takes 1 hour less than that of T1. Okay, express train takes 1 hour less than that of T1. T1 means, suppose passenger train takes 4 hours, it will take 3 hours. 4 minus 1, 3. Suppose passenger train takes 10 hours, it will take 9 hours. 10 minus 1, 9. Okay, so similarly T2 takes T1 minus 1. Now we will substitute the value. T2 we got 132 by x plus 11 and T1 we got 132 by x minus 1. Bring 1 this side. 132 by x plus 11 minus 1 plus 1, 132 by x. Bring this term this side. 1 equals to 132 by x minus 132 by x plus 11. Okay, take out 132 common from the numerator. You will get 132 1 by x minus 1 by x plus 11. Okay, now what we have to do, we will cross multiply. Okay, so we will get 1 equals to 132 x plus 11 minus x plus 11 minus x by x into x plus 11. 1 equals to 132 x cancel, 11 by x square plus 11x, x square plus 11x. 132 multiply here with 11, we will get x square plus 11x equals to 11 into 132. It will be x square plus 11x minus 132 11s. Now by splitting the middle term, we will get x square plus 44x minus 33x minus 1452 equals to 0. The subtraction of 44 and 33 is 11 and their multiplication is 1452. Take out x common from first two, x plus 44 minus take out 33 common from second, x plus 44 equals to 0. So the two terms are x minus 33 and x plus 44 equals to 0. That means the two values of x are 33 and minus 44. So we are never taking negative sign for the speed of the train. That means the average speed of passenger train is x equals to 33 km per hour. Okay, similarly the average speed of express train is x plus 11, that is 33 plus 11, that means 44 km per hour is the speed of the express train. So by relating the time between both the trains, you can easily able to get the answer of the question. Okay, next. Now question number 11. In question number 11 it is given sum of the areas of two squares is 468. Okay, if the difference of their perimeters is 24 meter, find the sides of the two squares. Okay, so here two squares are given. Suppose this is a square and this is one more square I am drawing here. Suppose I will name it as ABCD and here I will name it as PQRS. Okay, these are the two squares it is given. The sum of the areas of two squares is 468 and the difference of their perimeter is 24 meter it is given. Okay, so we will take, let the sides of the two squares are x and y. Okay, let the sides of two squares are x and y. Suppose this is x, so all the sides will be x, and here it is y, so all the sides will be y meter. Okay, so we got the two sides of the squares. Now difference of their perimeters are 24. Okay, perimeter of both the squares will be, perimeter of both the squares will be, what is the perimeter formula? Perimeter is 4 into side. Perimeter is 4 into side. So 4 into side, this side is x, and 4 into side, this for this square the side is y. So these are the perimeters for both the squares. Okay, now according to question what is given, difference of their perimeters is 24. Difference of their perimeter is 24. Difference means minus 4x minus 4y equals to 24. Take out 4 common, x minus y equals to 24. Divide 4 here, we will get x minus y equals to 24 by 4, that is x minus y equals to 6 meter. Okay, so the difference of their sides we got, x minus y equals to 6. If I will only write x from here, it will be 6 plus y. Okay, x equals to 6 plus y. By bringing this y this side, I will get x equals to 6 plus y. Okay, now what is given in the first line of the question? According to the statement, according to the question, sum of areas of two square is 468. Sum of the areas of two squares is 468. 8. So what is the area? Area is side square plus side square equals to 468. Area of a square is side square for first square, side square for second square, okay, equals to 468. What is the side? Side is x square plus y square equals to 468. Now x square plus y square equals to 468 we got. What is the value of x we got? X is 6 plus y. So I substitute here 6 plus y whole square plus y square equals to 468. Use a plus b whole square formula. A square plus b square plus 2ab plus y square equals to 468. It will be y square plus 12. It will be y square plus y square 2y square plus 12y plus 36 minus 468 equals to 0. Bring this term this side. 2y square plus 12y minus, subtract this to 468 minus 36. It will be 2, 3, 4. 432 equals to 0. Take out 2 common. Y square plus 6y minus 216 equals to 0. Divide 2 here. So your quadratic equation will be y square plus 6y minus 216 equals to 0. Now split the middle term of 6. It will be y square plus 18y minus 12y minus 216 equals to 0. The middle term will be splitted by 18 minus 12 is 6 and 18 into 12 is 216. Now take out y common. It will be y plus 18. Take out minus 12 common. Y plus 18 equals to 0. So the terms are y plus 18 and y minus 12 equals to 0. Okay. So the two values of y are y equals to 12 and y equals to minus 18. What was x? X is x plus 6y. So we will find out x. X equals to 6 plus y. So we will get 6 plus 12. In place of y, write 12. You will get x equals to 18. And when you will substitute here, x equals to 6 plus y, 6 minus 18 equals to minus 12. Okay. So the two values of, so the values of x and y we got 18 and 12 and minus 18 and minus 12. Okay. So as we know that negative sign for the areas we are never getting, or negative sign for the sides of any square we have never got. Okay. So the sides of two squares are 12 meter and 18 meter. So these are the two sides of the squares. Negative sides of the squares are never taken, remember. Okay. So in this way you can easily able to find the value of the given question. Okay. So thank you all of you. I hope you might have understood everything. If you have any queries or doubt, you can ask me in my comment box.